Hey guys, welcome to day number 5 of our Easter Holy Week devotion series. And we're just taking some time every day just to meditate on the Easter story, the Easter message, and just receive the power that it offers to us, the new life that we receive through the gospel. And so I want to share with you today just a few more verses out of 1 Corinthians 15. If you haven't noticed, we've been looking at that passage every week as we are just talking about the resurrection. And the Apostle Paul says this in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. He's talking about the questions that people have regarding the resurrection from the dead. And he says in verse 35, someone will say, how are the dead raised up? And with what body do they come? Foolish one, what you sow is not made alive unless it dies, and what you sow, you do not sow that body that shall be, but mere grain, perhaps wheat or some other grain. The Apostle Paul is talking about the questions that people have regarding the body that we receive at the resurrection. And he doesn't really give us an answer. Some people say, well, will we be able to fly? Can I walk through walls? Will I have hair? What will we look like when we are raised from the dead? And the Apostle Paul doesn't say, but he does say that it will be better. And he compares it to a seed. And, seeds are really such an important thing. They are so important to life on the earth. In fact, in the north of Norway, way up in the Arctic Circle, there is the Global Seed Bank. And it is just a vault. It looks like it would be Fort Knox filled with gold, but it's actually filled with seeds. And nations from all over the world send their seeds to this global vault in case of a famine, so that in case all of the seeds that they have die, they have some seed there that they can get to sow the seed. And so seed is so important. But one thing that we have to recognize about a seed is that the seed actually is not what is important. It's actually the potential that the seed contains. I have here an acorn. I don't know if you can see that acorn. You're seeing the blood blister on my finger, but let's try that. Can you see that little acorn there? You see it? That is an acorn, not in focus, but that is an acorn. And the thing about this acorn is not the value of this acorn. It's actually the oak tree that is contained, the potential oak tree that is in this acorn. I love to go and pray under a beautiful live oak tree. Here in Florida, we've got the most beautiful live oak trees. And I love to go pray under this sprawling oak tree that's right across the street from the Orlando Museum of Art. And, it's just got branches sprawling out probably 50 yards wide. I mean, just a sprawling, beautiful, majestic oak tree. It's actually called the Mayor. It's one of the oldest trees in our city. It's actually older than our nation. A beautiful oak tree. And in all the days of that oak tree's life, it certainly has seen a lot of history. It's had a lot of experiences, so to speak. If we were to kind of personify the oak tree, it's seen a lot. It could tell us a lot of stories. But I guarantee you, one thing that oak tree would never say is, man, I wish I could go back to being an acorn. It is beautiful. It is glorious. And it's way better being an oak tree than an acorn. And the same is true in our lives. We don't know exactly what the future is and what our bodies will be one day, but we do know this, that they will be better than they currently are. We are currently, our bodies break down, we get sick. The Apostle Paul says that we are sown in corruption, but if we are sown as seeds, we shall be raised incorruptible. And so whatever your life is today, whatever your body is today, maybe you love to work out, maybe you love exercise, maybe you put a lot of makeup on, maybe you spend a lot of time doing your hair and you're trying to make yourself beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad that we all do that. But the fact is that no matter how beautiful our bodies are now, they are breaking down. But through Jesus, we have the hope as a seed does, that no matter how lovely this little seed is, that there is potential, that the best for this seed is definitely still to come. And so whatever your life is, I hope that you'll just live with that sense of expectation. And tonight, Friday night, April 14th, we're going to gather at Maranatha Fellowship Church just to remember the death of Jesus. We're going to take some time just to meditate on the death of Jesus and really to think about the sacrifice that he made so that we could live. And so I hope you'll join us tonight there. It's just going to be low-key, kind of low lights and just some acoustic worship and just communion, a time to just sit, chill, and to reflect on the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. So we'd love for you to join us. And then also don't forget, Sunday, 10 a.m., we're going to be meeting at the Orlando Museum of Art, and it's going to be a party. We're going to celebrate new life in Jesus. And right after the service, we're going to have a beautiful Easter festival under the live oak trees outside of the museum. So I hope that you will come. Hope you'll bring some friends. Share this video. Just press share below and share it with some friends. We'd love to see you there. In the meantime, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.